Hello students, today we are going to study lesson number 3, force and pressure. In this part we are going to define force and study the different type of forces. What is a force? A force is a push or pull that causes an object to move, stop or change direction. Children, you know that if the object is stationary and if you want to move that object, you have to apply force. If the object is already in motion and if you want to stop that object, over there also you have to apply force. If the object is already in motion and you want to change the direction of that object, over there you apply force. In physics, a force is anything that makes an object accelerate. In these pictures, you will see by applying the force, we can move the different objects. In the first picture, you will see the man is pushing the car from behind, and because of which the car moves forward. In the second picture, you will see the boy is pulling the dog, and in the third picture, you will see the boy is kicking the ball. He is applying the force because of which the ball moves. Type of forces. Contact force. What do you mean by contact force? A force is seen to act through a direct contact of the objects or via one more object. Such a force is called contact force. What is non-contact force? A force is applied between two objects even if two objects are in contact. Such a force is called a non-contact force. Now we'll study the examples of contact forces. A car moves in forward direction when man applies force from behind. In the first picture you will see the man is applying force to the car. He is in contact with the car. He applies force to the car because of which the car moves. In the second picture you will see a reluctant dog is being pulled by his master. Over here you will see the master is not in direct contact with the dog. He is pulling the dog with the leash. In the third picture you will see a boy playing football is kicking the ball away. The boy's feet are in contact with the ball. He applies the force to the ball and he will move the ball. Non-contact forces. A coconut is falling from a coconut tree. Objects are attracted to the earth due to the gravitational force or the force of gravity. When a comb gets rubbed against hair, small pieces of paper kept on a table gets attracted to the comb. The comb has an electrostatic charge and there is an induced opposite charge on the pieces of paper. And the pieces of paper stick to the comb. Iron nails get attracted towards the poles of the magnet due to the magnetic force. In all these three examples, you will see that the two objects are not in contact with each other, but then also a force is present between them, and that force is called as the non-contact force. Balanced force. Balanced forces are equal forces acting on an object in opposite direction. They do not cause change in motion. Unbalanced force. Unbalanced forces are unequal forces acting on object which cause it to move. An unbalanced force always causes change in motion. Balanced forces and unbalanced forces can be explained with this picture. Boy is being pulled by his friend from both the side. Equal and opposite forces are applied, because of which the boy remains in his place. In the second picture, two boys are pulling his friend but from one side. They are applying more force from that side, because of which the boy is being pulled towards them. Balanced and unbalanced forces can also be explained with the example of tug of war. Children playing tug of war pull the rope in their respective directions. If the pull of the force is equal on two sides, the rope does not move. If the force is more on one side, the rope moves in that direction. This means that initially the two forces are balanced. The rope moves in the direction of higher force when the forces become unbalanced. When a big grain storage container is required to slide on the ground, if one person tries to move it, it is difficult for him. It becomes easier if two persons push it rather than one. When the force is applied by both in the same direction, the movement becomes easier. What do you understand from this example? If many forces are applied on an object in the same direction, a force equal to the addition acts on that object. If two forces are applied on one object in the directions opposite to each other, a force equal to the difference act on the object. A force is expressed in magnitude and direction. Therefore, force is a vector quantity. When a force is applied on a stationary object, it moves. Its speed and direction change. In the same way, a force is required to stop an object in motion. An object can change its shape due to the force. In the first picture, you will see the man is applying the force to move the object. In the second picture, you will see the goalkeeper is applying force to stop the ball. And in the third picture, you will see the pot maker is applying the required force to give the shape to the pot. Inertia. What do you mean by inertia? The tendency of an object to remain in its existing state is called its inertia. This is why an object in stationary state remains in the same state and an object in motion remain in the state of motion in the absence of an external force. There are three types of inertia. First type is inertia of the state of rest. Second type, inertia of motion. And third type is directional inertia. We are going to study the three types with the examples. Inertia of state of rest. An object in the state of rest cannot change its state of rest due to its inherent property. This property is called the inertia of the state of rest. Example, fall of the coin in the glass. Initially, the cardboard was placed on the glass and the coin was placed on the cardboard. When you give a flick to the cardboard moves forward, but the coin falls down in the glass. It is because the coin tries to maintain its state of rest. Second type of inertia, inertia of motion. The inherent property of an object due to which its state of motion cannot change is called as inertia of motion. For example, a revolving electric fan continues to revolve even after it is switched off. Children, you know that when you switch off the button, immediately the fan is not going to stop. It will move for some time and then slowly it will stop. In the same way, passengers sitting in the running bus gets a jerk in the forward direction if the bus suddenly stops. Over here, the bus and the passenger are in motion. When the bus stops, the lower part of the passenger's body stops, but the upper part of the body tries to maintain the state of motion, because of which the passengers get the forward jerk. The third type of inertia is the directional inertia. The inherent property of an object due to which the object cannot change the direction of its motion is called as the directional inertia. Example, if a vehicle in motion along a straight line suddenly turns, the passengers sitting in it are thrown opposite to the direction of turning. For example, if you are traveling in a bus Initially, the bus is moving along a straight road, and suddenly the bus takes a sharp turn towards the right hand side. Due to the directional inertia, the passengers in that bus will be thrown away to the opposite direction. So, these were the three types of inertia. Children, in this video, you have defined force, you have studied the different types of forces, you have defined inertia and studied its type. We are going to continue this lesson in the next video. Thank you, students.